Give her just a minute. She'll be back.
We're already live. Hello, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
We are having some technical difficulties in Florida. And where are we? New Mexico or Arizona or Utah?
Utah.
Utah.
Aaron wants to join us, but I don't know if she can get in. So,
I haven't seen her attempt to get in, so I can't help her on this end.
not yet. No,
it's Wednesday, and no, I'm not here. I'm really still on vacation. Just letting you know, I'm not here. It's just to pretend. Julie's in charge anyway.
I am not in charge.
Okay, Ashley's in charge.
Oh no, now we're really in trouble.
Sarah is here, but she's not here, so
she was having. It sounded like there was a bug crawling around in her phone that she was broadcasting from.
It was like Pac-Man.
It was weird. It was weird. Every time one of us would say something, it sounded like this, like foreign, not foreign, but like I don't know, like a bug talking.
With tentacles. And people are slowly coming in. So, and that's what we always do is we always say hello to everybody. Hey, Tommy. Hey, Chris. Hey, Lily from Southern Mississippi. Julie's near Chicago. Azure's, where are you, Azure?
In a very small little ghost town, Raton, New Mexico.
In New Mexico. And I'm in Ontario. Southern Indiana, Linda Hines. Let's see.
I can't see the comments.
You can't see. Why can't you see the comments, Julie?
I don't know. Everything is just wrong tonight.
Things are not right. Things are not right. But we're still here, and we're still excited about celebrating the month. And I really hope Sarah comes back soon. Yeah,
that would be good because she's kind of in charge of this. So I only learned what we're talking about, I think, yesterday. So
oh, here comes Sarah.
It's Sarah.
I'm here. Our leader.
And Sarah, we're live. Just to let you know.
I know we're live. I can see that. I was hoping we were live when I came back.
Hey, Mary. Hey, Robert. Hey, Mindy. Hi from Kentucky. Hey, Mindy. Yeah, so we've just been talking about how weird things are right now, and that there are other people trying to get into the chat, Aowen. And we just said where we are, and I kind of outed you and said you were in Florida. Linda Baird Hansen says that she can't comment and listen. I have to pause it for Facebook to let me comment. Oh, that's weird.
That's weird.
I think that's a
Hey,
Facebook problem.
Hello from Maryland.
So we're all having technical weirdness.
We're all having technical weirdness. And there are people up in the Northeast who may have some power outage issues. So we probably won't have a lot of people, although Chris is here. He's in New England.
Delane from Maryland.
And as usual,
that's not New England, Sarah.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
So they had some weird trouble with.
Well, I wish I could read.
Your sound is quite low.
Mine?
Yep. Hey, Dave Ling.
Is this better?
Florida. New guy here. Dave is a new guy. That's a good thing because we're going to be talking about new member stuff tonight. Yes. Lots of new member stuff. Big time. Isn't that right, Sarah?
Yeah. Well, I'm counting on you guys since I'm on my phone.
Yeah, you're not coming through very loud and clear.
Hello. I might have to pull out my laptop. I might have to just give in and pull it out. I'm trying not to.
Paulette's here from Washington State. Ken Carlson from Louisville.
Linda, hi, Paulette. That's my aunt.
Linda's new. That's great. And then Emily Hegarty is from Brooklyn. Obviously, she's not having some power outages, so they've got New York done. Howard Scott from Florida. Do you know Howard, Sarah, since you're from Florida?
Yes, all of us Floridians know each other. That's how I I mean, Florida's like one of the biggest states. Of course we know each other.
What? What? Who's Kateri Beauregard from
You should
Ottawa,
know them. They're
Ontario?
from Canada.
Where are you from, Ottawa, Kateri? I'm near Westboro. Thank you very much.
Wait, you don't already know each other?
No. We need to bridge head and have a coffee. Or socially distanced coffee. Stephen is here. Hi, guys. Been busy chatting with new relatives in Maine and Australia today. How fun. Carolyn Hudson's here from Cornwall, Ontario. Oh, Carolyn, welcome from Cornwall. Sorry.
So we don't have any more Midwesterners on here?
Am
I the only one stuck out here in the Midwest by myself?
There's one from San Diego. Oh, Debbie says Florida too. EJ Kearns is here from Dallas. Really, Nepean? Well, Nepean. I'm basically Nepean. I'm in a suburb of Westboro. Stephen is in Washington and Denise is from Oregon. I think we have run down the whole thing. So, Sarah, it appears that you have a better connection.
Yes, I do. I'm on my laptop now.
We can hear you.
Yay!
Did you get somebody else to work the front desk, or do you have to run back and forth?
I have a camera, so I can just look and be like, oh, there's somebody there, so you might see me run away.
Oh, wait, now I can see comments. I see Tommy Book.
Yeah, Tommy Buck.
I never know if I'm saying that right. Hi, Tommy.
Hi, Denise from Oregon.
Hey, Julie.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, that looks really good.
You want some?
Sure.
I just had a Snickers.
You ready?
So did I not too long ago.
Azure?
Oh,
You ready? Sarah.
That just never gets old. You know?
So Joan,
This is the quality content we produce. Eating popcorn.
Yes.
I think we should all go stay with Chris for a while. He's got mint gelato.
yes.
Mint
Mint
gelato.
chocolate.
That sounds really good.
I love gelato.
Stephen. Nobody's allergic to corn, really. And hey, Joan Clark, new member from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, which is good. We're going to be talking all about new member stuff, right, Sarah? And she's gone.
Must have had a guest come up.
She's gone.
Yes, we are talking about new member stuff, Megs.
We are. Thank you, Julie.
Oh,
Yeah. So Azure.
yes.
Do you want to talk to us about new member stuff? There is new information about Azure that I can share since this is the monthly wrap up. Azure has taken over leadership of the Ambassadors Project. She and Aowen. She's like putting new life into the Ambassadors Project. You should tell us something about the Ambassadors Project real quick.
Okay, the Ambassadors Project is all about getting the word out across different channels about WikiTree, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. The project page has the links to the WikiTree Twitter page, all the pages for social media. Also out on forums like Reddit and Quora. And then also things like building links onto Wikipedia for notables and Find a Grave, added links to profiles there. Just trying to get the word out and build our web presence up. Also,
Very cool.
presenters as part of the project, Mags.
So I pulled
Yep,
up
there's the
that
page.
project for you while you're talking.
Yeah. So there it is.
And spreading the word about WikiTree is a big part of keeping us free.
Mhm.
Yes.
So if there are people who are spreading the word about WikiTree, it brings more people in, and it gets those ads that members don't see those ads, but it gets other people to stop by, and so that's a good thing.
Because since we're since WikiTree is a very small operation, I mean, we have a lot of volunteers, but we get paid. We stay free because we count on our volunteers to
Yes.
to
And
build
Chris
stuff.
Ferriello, who's in the chat, is the team leader for the bloggers team. Congratulations on that, Chris. I can't wait to see all the stuff you do. The forums team, Katie Goodwin. I love Katie.
Yay!
There's a link building team. There's a Wikipedia team. There's a projects team. There's a media team whose leader is
I don't know who this person is. Who is that?
Sarah.
What? Me?
And on the ground team, which might be led by me.
Might be.
And then there's the presenters team, which might be led by me. Who knows? Social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Lots of ways to be a WikiTree ambassador and join the project. I got to stop sharing.
Yes. So even if you don't want to be an ambassador, you can still help spread the word if you're on social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, anywhere. Like Ash, I don't know how much I missed, but anywhere, just put those links.
And social media. Go ahead.
You can use the share button or just share. Like a lot of people will have on their anniversary list when something comes up, they'll share a profile for one of their watch list people or great grandfather or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fun. It gives you motivation to get those profiles looking good.
It is. And it's a lot of fun. I spend a lot of time traveling the world talking about stuff, and WikiTree is always in my presentations. And so I always run into WikiTreeers, and anytime that I go to a conference, I try and organize a WikiTree day where everybody that is a WikiTreeer at the conference wears orange and we all get together for a photo. It's very, 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 very much lots of fun.
Awesome.
Oh, we're just fun kind of people,
We are, whether it's here or at Roots Tech or at Roots Tech London, which Susie McLeod did a lot of stuff for that. That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
She even brought me an orange.
That would have been fun. I think they postponed that this year, didn't they? They're not going to have.
Everything is postponed. Everything.
Yeah.
The NGS may go virtual. I don't know about that yet. So, yeah.
When is that usually held?
August, September, October. I forgot. Last year it was in Washington. I'd have to go back to my schedule and see when it was. That was FGS. Anyway, so lots of fun stuff. Sarah.
Yes.
Please take back over.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna see, because usually on these monthly ones, we also talk about what happened the month before, like that happened big on WikiTree. Do you guys remember anything exciting that happened?
Well, Azure took over the ambassadors project.
Yes, the ambassadors. Yes. We also had, was the Connectathon in July? I don't even know anymore. The Connectathon was in July, right? Yeah.
It was. Yes.
So.
You stole mine. That's what I was going to say.
Oh, I'm sorry, Julie.
Stop it, Stephen.
I'm kidding.
I had blueberry pie at the cottage. I posted pictures in the Facebook group. I did.
You did. Oh, I'm running away.
Bye, Sarah.
Well, that was fun while it lasted. Thanks for coming.
Yeah.
Blueberry pie.
What happened in July?
We did the 20 million profiles connected within 100. Did that happen in July as well?
Yes, that was just a couple weeks ago, wasn't it? Or even last week?
Yeah, I think so.
I can't remember when that was exactly.
It's really recent. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Yeah. That's a big deal. But I untangled a really tangled up family in July, so there's that.
You did what?
Nice.
What did you do?
Untangled a really tangled up family.
That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
It is.
That's a big accomplishment.
So I know that Sarah probably has gratuitous notes on what has happened in the past month. Any of our chatters want to tell us what's happened in the last month? Are you expecting us to tell you? Really?
We would love to hear. My chat is like 10 minutes behind, so I'm just now seeing everybody greeting as we come in.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know what's going on. Yeah,
Wow.
but that's okay.
Well, Stephen just said something about blueberry pie, and then he said he made banana bread. And then Kateri Beauregard said, what's that mean? What are you talking about? What is the what you want to know about, Kateri? Because we are all about helping our new members.
Is Kateri the new member that we were talking to a few minutes
There
ago?
are 3 new members in here tonight.
Oh, yay.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome. Well, I can see some names out here, but I can't. I'm like I said, it's 10 minutes behind.
And
for me,
Sherry Snodgrass just came in from Iowa. Don't worry.
Oh, another new Westerner.
There, you don't feel quite so. The 100.
No, I'm not so lonely now.
So Kateri wanted to know what the 100 was. Connections?
Oh, the connections. That's when we connect. You'll do this at some point, Kateri, as you're building your family out. You'll come along and you'll find somebody who's already on the tree, and then when you connect to them, that will connect you into the larger tree. And that means you'll be able to tell how you're related to this person or that person, or connected like through marriage. So we say that there's like little islands of families out there that their branches are starting to build out, but they haven't hooked into the big tree yet. So we can't look at them and say, well, that is 20 steps from King Henry VIII, you know? Something like that.
So Sherry Taggart Madzeda is here from Texas. Woo! And Tommy Buck recruited a new member last Friday. Emily Haggerty said something really cool. She says, I've started moving my research to WikiTree so it'll be available for others because there's no one for me to leave it to. That is huge.
Aww, nice.
And during the month, let's see, sidetracked. You also had a connect-a-thon too. We had a connect-a-thon. That's what we've been talking about. Oh, and Kateri says, thank you, Julie. Just to let you know.
My pleasure.
Yeah, Julie loves explaining stuff to people. That's her forte. Sarah, talk to us about what happened in the month, because we have no idea because we don't have your notes.
Well, I barely have notes either. My chat is really delayed. Like I'm at 8:12 p.m.
No, I'm
same here. I'm 10 minutes behind.
I will read out the chat for everybody because I'm up to date.
So we also had that the new discussion rules that were posted or updated. Okay, no, they were. It was in July that happened. I was looking at the G2G. So that was one of the things that happened. We put the new discussion rules. And I think that's. Oh, we did. There was something else. There was how many connected that we had?
Oh,
what was that, Azure?
We already covered that.
Oh, okay, then never mind. So I think that I don't think there was much July.
How many new members did we get in July?
Only if Alesh was here with some stats.
Did we have any, how about our July challenges? Did we have any winners we could announce from those? I'll go look at the calendar.
Hello, Bernard Lenato from California, and Lynn. Briefly, what are the new discussion rules?
Did we talk about the accessibility angels already, Julie?
Oh, yeah.
No, but we could.
I think that's a great idea, Julie.
It is a good idea.
Yeah, so we did July. We kicked off a new project that I'm helping with. I'm kind of in the background on it. So Ian Speed and SJ Beatty and I have been working on a project called the Accessibility Project, and our goal is to work with, well, the first thing that we want to do is to be able to pair up members with people who might have a limitation of some sort, like, for instance, they might have vision problems or trouble reading, like if they're dyslexic or something like that. We're pairing them up with our accessibility angels. So if they need help entering information or reading a document that they found, or, you know, really anything that relates to genealogy on WikiTree, we're going to pair them up with somebody that can work with them one-on-one. And then the other side of the project, we are going to be working to make sure that WikiTree is as accessible as it can be. One of the examples I can give you is if you hover over the menus in the upper right corner of your screen where you've got My WikiTree, your profile ID, the find, and all that, you'll notice that goes to a kind of a light yellow color when you hover over that. And for some people, that makes it really hard to see. So we're going to start looking at the standards for websites and bring some of our functionality up to those standards to make it easier for people who might be colorblind or just have vision problems or whatever. So that's been really exciting.
So here are the discussion rules, the link to it in G2G. And Sarah's not here, but we can certainly go and talk about that. Basically, it's being polite, it's being nice, it's not smashing people or bashing people, or, you know, it's being about the work at hand and not flaming people and things like that. So,
and it's really just putting into writing the things that the moderators are really already doing. It's just making the rules more concrete and easier to understand and apply. So, you know, it's not as ambiguous. So,
right, and this is in the G2G forum. For the most part, it's in the G2G forum. And the forum is incredibly important, incredibly... the new discussion rules were needed because some of the discussions that have been going on in the past few months have gotten a little bit out of hand. And the moderators, when they took action or tried to help people with whatever issue they were having, they didn't have something to fall back on, a list of rules. And so Chris sat down and said, yeah, we need to write up some rules so that we have some rules to fall back on. So, yeah.
It's a kind of a protection for everybody to know what the standards are.
Yeah.
Right. And, you know, I don't really see it changing the face of G2G much, except that we want to make sure that the conversations stay on track and that people are just being kind to one another.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because not only is WikiTree a single global family tree, we are the friendliest family tree in the world. Just saying.
And with our community being so active, I'm sure you all have been on, not just you, Megs and Azure, but the people who are also watching. If you go to another website where they work on genealogy, you don't often find people talking to each other the way we do on WikiTree. I mean, I've gotten to know people as good friends just through the internet, just because we work together every day on stuff. And and it's been fun. So just, I think the fact that we're so collaborative and interactive makes it important for us.
And it's hard to collaborate.
What's that?
It's hard to collaborate. Collaboration is something that is hard to do because you have to work with other people to collaborate.
Right. Well, and with our community growing, we have new people come in from other corners of the internet, and they're used to maybe being on Reddit or someplace else where the environment is not so friendly, and they just come in and continue that type of behavior on WikiTree, and we don't do that. So
new members who are reading the comments, ignore Chris. Chris is like our redheaded stepchild of genealogy. He loves making those wonderful jokes like, as long as the weekend chat remains and I can freely undermine Pip. And he has a big smiley face. He really means the big smiley face about that. He is joking for all of our new members.
Chris and Pip are
where is Pip?
I was going to say nemesis is but that's not right either. They just like to rib each other.
How many S's is on
They're like
that?
brothers.
They are. They're like
brothers. Yeah, you put a bunch of cousins in a room together, and you know what's going to happen.
I would say yes. There are very upbeat folks here on WikiTree. There are also people on WikiTree who are incredibly passionate about their genealogy, and when you have passion, and you have genealogy, and you have collaboration, sometimes those things spin a bit out of control, which is why we needed to have some rules come up.
Oh, look, Sarah's back.
Okay, Sarah.
I was just getting yelled at, so that was fun.
Oh, no.
Because you had your laptop up there?
Yeah, I moved it up here, and then I guess started to yell at me, so that was fun.
Do you still have your laptop?
No, I was on the phone. I got yelled at over the phone. So.
Oh.
Well, there's that at least.
Yes.
Why on earth do you
think? Because if you were sitting in front of you, they probably wouldn't yell at you. It's different on the phone.
I should just turned around like, you're on, you're live.
So it wasn't a supervisor.
She probably would have loved that, honestly.
But if your supervisor watches this.
Oh, well.
Oh, well.
Oh, well. Okay.
Sarah's indispensable.
She is. She is. At work and at work.
At work and at work.
So what else new and exciting happened? You were going to tell us about something before you ran off. I'm going to enjoy her come back to this.
Well, I told Julie about the accessibility angels, and you guys talked about that, right?
Yeah, but you had something else to talk about too. What was it?
I don't think so.
Sure you did.
What did I want to talk about?
Something.
Were we going to talk about new members?
New members.
Let's go ahead and talk about. Yes, because Azure's Mags and Julie have been greeters too, but Azure's currently like the greeter person. So I feel like she could help us best with talking about the new member help stuff.
Hey, Sheila. Glad you're here.
And
another
Mindy
new member. We've got
are
lots of new members who are just waiting for you to talk, Azure.
Well, then you
share this.
Let's share this screen.
Okay. So this is the new member how-to that we provide all new members. So step 1, start climbing our tree.
So how do we find this page, Azure?
Oh, sorry.
And maybe you should read Herbert's quote.
Okay, I'll read Herbert's quote. Take your time. There's a lot to learn, and you don't have to do it all at once. That's great advice right there. In fact, you don't have to do it all of it. You don't have to do all of it ever, because collaboration means there are dozens of people to do the parts you don't do. It's all about collaboration here.
Yep. Azure.
So from the help page, up in the upper right-hand corner, the menu across the top, you just click the help, and it takes you right to this page, WikiTree help, and it says right here, for tutorial student, see new member how-tos. That takes you right there.
Awesome.
And there's a link at the top, if you're a noob or new to genealogy, how to get started with genealogy.
Which is handy because a lot of people come in and they don't even know what to do to start. So that gives you some ideas on finding sources and doing interviews and.
There was a guy in G2G or in Facebook today wanting to know how to add a profile for his 90-year-old mother, and she's still alive. So how to do that? So that was really good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and we
like,
do have a Facebook group.
Yeah, and like I said, we give this to all the new members. They get it as part of the greeting process. So back to the new member how-to. Start climbing the tree is a step 1. And the first thing is create a few profiles. So it walks you through how to do that. Start with your own profile and click right on the profile page. You'll see a link, mother, father with a question mark. And then that takes you to creating a new profile for your parents. If you need more help, there's another help page, adding family. And then it walks you through how to add a source citation and where you can find sources on using root search whenever you're on a profile. Yeah, I'll take you through that just a second here. Grab one of my people. A little bit slow. Okay. So on the right-hand side of a profile, you scroll down. Research is the heading you're looking for. And if you just click that link, root search, it loads that tool. Guess it's not sharing this page. Okay.
And you can also,
anyway, it loads the
get
page
to that from the WikiID profile, the WikiID menu for the profile on the top right. You can click on that and scroll down to research as well. There you go.
Yeah. Yeah. So that just takes you into an external tool that is preloaded with the information that you've put into that profile. And from there, you can search ancestry, family search. I think there's about 20 different sites that it's going to. So that's a good way.
Always love when it searches WikiTree for you.
What's that?
You can get it to search WikiTree for you as well.
Yes, I love that too. Yeah, at the bottom of the page is where you modify it for your preferences. What tools do you want it to look at when you're doing a search? So that's some places to look for sources. And then it has a link to another help page, the help sources page, and it walks you through the different types of source citations, like the family Bible. How do you put down a source citation for the family Bible, or maybe a phone conversation with your great aunt? How do you notate that down? So it's really a great page. Okay, and then the next step is to review the privacy options for that profile. So let's see if it'll go in. So I'll go back to the page. So you click on the privacy tab of a profile. It gives you the option for how high of a privacy do you want to set for a profile. So open is required for people born over 150 years ago or who died over 100 years ago. And then at the most private is the red, privacy, where it's strictly limited to public information. So those are your options for setting the privacy level on a profile.
And if somebody is living, it goes to unlisted, so we can protect our relatives that way.
Yes.
Yeah.
If
And
they're
that-
living and you haven't added an email address for them in the profile, then that's the only setting that it can have is unlisted.
Right.
Otherwise,
And the privacy settings aren't for controlling a profile. They're for, for privacy. Because
privacy,
for like my parents are still living, and my parents don't really like the idea of having too much information on their deceased parents out there. So I have my grandparents more. You can still see their name and everything, but it's just a little bit more private, like just the decade and all of that. So it's not because I want to control their profiles. It's more of a, kind of get like it's like a respect thing more than anything else.
Another thing to consider too is that you don't want to put, if there's a DNA testing, I think it's if there's DNA tests, you have to be careful. If you put it at red privacy, it's not going to work. Like if your mother
you have to have
open
if you have a
tree.
DNA test, but your mom is at privacy level red, it doesn't work right? Because you're, So that's something to kind of take into consideration.
And that's mentioned on the DNA process.
Hello.
I need towels, Sarah. Sarah.
Okay,
Ellen,
and so
Ellen Kearns also mentioned in that information that for people who are using root search, you may have to sign up for some of the places to be able to access the records, like Family Search or Ancestry.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Okay, so the next thing it has listed here is adjust your followed tags. So the tags are genealogical topics, locations, or surnames that interest you. And you'll get the Wiki genealogy feed. It's set to whatever your settings are, your preferences on how often you want to get that. But the default when you first start out, I think, is every day. So it shows you the activity on those tags. And you can do that
in the forum as well as on the profiles with those tags.
Right. That goes to Julie as well.
Yeah. Okay, and then explore the pull-down menus. So at the top of every page, there's, like Julie said, about changing it for the accessibility angels. That's where you can find everything. My WikiTree, and then your profile ID, it takes you to your options specific to you and your profile. Adding the find menu, and this is where you can find projects, categories. There's a lot of just always finding new stuff here. And there's help. The help menu is there. I'm always going to the help index.
Me too.
I like the help category. I always go to the category instead.
I like.
And I don't know why.
And it has the search in it, so that's
Oh, search for something,
great.
Azure. Search for something.
Oh, I'm on the spot.
For
privacy. Oh, there you go.
Sure, why not?
And she did. How about that?
Or images is a good one. People are asking, how do I get a picture up here? So
help shareable images. Help me. Help.
So that's the help menu. We use it a lot. Okay. Check out your watch list. So these are profiles that you've been added to somebody's trusted list, or you've created a profile. So this is where I can show you mine. Alphabetical.
I'm not showing mine. Julie, you going to show yours?
Nope. I have a few too many right now.
I have a lady who added me to her trusted list, which added thousands of profiles to my trusted list. And every week when I go through my stuff, I look for her stuff and I remove myself from all of these profiles. And every time she adds a new one, I get added to it.
Because you're on her
no.
trusted list.
Yes.
I mean, you're on her profiles, so you need to be removed from her.
Yeah.
I
her
gotta,
should
I
have her
gotta take something. I gotta do something. It's crazy.
Or actually, you
Yeah.
could take yourself off.
Azure.
Yeah.
Tommy Buck wants to know, how do I find my free space page?
Okay, so you just go to watch list, and then it's right. Where's it
Free-
at? Oh, it's right
free
there.
space. There you go.
Free space profiles. So there
you
they
go.
are.
There are so many moving parts on WikiTree that it takes a little while to learn how to navigate and be efficient, because there's not only are there a lot of moving parts, but there's a lot of different ways to do the same thing.
I noticed that the new members help information. One of the first things that they say is bookmark a page when you see it, when you want it, so that you can get back to it easily. And that's one of the things that if I hadn't figured out how to bookmark stuff, I would never have found my way around WikiTree. It's so big.
Yeah. And there is a search to just search free space profiles as well. So if I have it saved as a favorite because I use it a lot, looking for free space profiles that are created, that are sources, online free sources for books.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the watch list. And the next step is to browse a surname index page. All you have to do to get there is just type in, oh, look, there's a whole bunch there already. Is to type in the last name up here at the very top of any page, surname in there, and just hit go. And it takes you to all the profiles with that last name. And it also will show you if there's a one name study for that last name.
Hi, Greg.
That's great.
Welcome.
And then on the side here, you'll see images that are shared with that surname, tagged with that surname, and then activity in the G2G forum and free space genealogy pages. Oh, look. They're all by me. Okay. There's a whole bunch.
So, you know, one of the funniest things that I think happens with our WikiTree family news. So the family newsletter comes out, and I have lots of people who contact me and say, why is it saying I should click on this and my name is in the WikiTree news? It's because your email, when it sends out to you, it's going to automatically autofill your WikiTree information so that you can actually click links and do stuff straight from the family tree newsletter. So don't think that there's like a big conspiracy or that your rating in WikiTree has gone so far up that you are the only person that is pointed out in the WikiTree newsletter. It's just it's a part of the machine.
It's like a mail merge newsletter. It takes your ID, what tags you follow, and it sends that out to you. And to somebody else, it's another whole newsletter.
Yes.
We've had some people get very upset because they couldn't figure out why their stuff was being broadcast to everybody.
To everybody.
It's personalized, though.
It is personalized, which I think is really cool.
We take privacy pretty seriously in WikiTree.
Yeah, and Chris Cariello says, hey, it's a newsletter. And I'm trying to say it with an Italian accent. It's a newsletter. Not good, Julie? I should not try that again.
No problem. No. So it's okay.
If there's an ancestor you're looking for specifically to see if they're already on WikiTree, you can try search. So
you want to scroll down a bit? It's kind of hidden by the banner there.
Oh, okay. right there.
There you go.
Dry search.
There you go.
Okay, so it kind of walks you through how you can get there. But it's at the top of any page again. If you just click find, or you go find and then search, it'll take you to the search page, search for person.
I keep hoping she's going to search for somebody in our chat.
Well, she won't.
Okay.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, give me a name
Search
to
for me.
look for.
Search for
Okay.
me. No, don't
I'll
search for me. I'm boring.
I'm scrolling up. I'm doing the look up Ellen Kearns. ELLEN and space.
There she is, right at the top.
Oh,
She's at the top.
you're at the top, Ellen. Woohoo!
I guess that's the only Ellen Kearns with that spelling.
Yep, we found you. We found you.
I'd be the only Sarah Callis.
Yeah.
And guess
Would
what?
I?
I'm the only Mags Golden. So,
I think I'm the only Sarah
the
Callis.
but we have to.
I'm
We
the
have,
only-
Oh no,
There
just
it
kidding.
is.
There are more than one.
Look at
we
that.
have to fix the. We have to fix the closed captioning on these because it keeps calling me Maggie, and I am not Maggie. I'm just saying I'm Mags.
And look,
Go ahead,
you're the
Mags.
only one on
Just
WikiTree.
Mags. Oh, the Kateri, I love it. She says the last newsletter said I'm related to King Henry VIII. Is this pretty common? Yes. Yes,
Everybody's
it is.
related to
It's
him.
very common.
Everybody's connected. Connected.
And there's Julie.
Oh, connected. We're connected.
There's Debbie.
Debbie.
Oh,
And she's active. We're so glad you're active, Debbie. If you weren't active, WikiTree would
we're
not
all
be.
active.
What would we do without her?
I
the
don't
search
know what
page-
we do without Debbie.
The search page has really detailed down to whether if you know the father's first name, last name, mother's. That's really great if you have a pretty common name. And also has date range for matching. You can search for just a surname.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of options here.
So what? Because sometimes I'll try to search for a notable person, but it's kind of sometimes difficult to find them in the search. Like for our profile of the week, Toni Morrison. That's not her. Toni's not her original name. So I couldn't find her. But if you do that search thing at the bottom by text, it'll take you to that Google thing, and it'll populate her quicker there. If you can't find her simply, like maybe you didn't know her first name was Chloe, maybe you just know her by Toni Morrison, and you can do
Right.
that search thing at the bottom.
Hey,
You can also-
Jean, welcome.
with an I.
Oh, it's with an I.
Yes.
Sorry.
Just an example of how to search for
And
somebody.
we'll be talking about Toni Morrison.
Yeah, on Saturday. It was just an example of how to search, the different
Yeah.
ways you
Talking
can't
about
find
her
them.
on Saturday during the weekly thing, the
Mhm.
weekly live cast.
Like you probably wouldn't be able to if you like King Henry VIII. You're like, what last name would King Henry VIII be under? So you could scroll down to that search bottom thing.
Tudor, right?
I know, but maybe like you're not connecting that dot, and you just go to the bottom and do like King Henry VIII, then you can find him.
The Wettins, the Wettin, are the family of Saxe Goberg Gotha. I don't think I have that right. So nobody would be able to connect the Wettin surname.
Tommy wants to know how he finds his. Oh, that's an old. Don't listen to me. I don't know if we answered
I
that.
know. You and I are behind on
Go
this.
find me a towel, Sarah.
I'm just gonna leave like permanently.
Abraham
No.
Lincoln. So Azure is telling us more about the stuff.
Okay, Abraham Lincoln.
So it says
Honest.
to explore an example profile. And the
That's
example
good.
it has
Yep.
is Abraham Lincoln.
That is a really, looking at the example profiles is a really great way to get a feel for how to format things and how to
Yep.
do inline citations.
Yeah, if you hit the edit
Stuff like
tab
that.
up there at the top, you'll see how some of the inline citations come up. And some people do some pretty high level HTML or wiki data, wiki markup edits to this stuff. So don't be overwhelmed. And you can
So
also,
Azure has her thing turned on, the fancy look for your edit screen. Enhanced. It's enhanced editor. I actually have that turned off. I turn it on sometimes.
yeah, I don't turn
No,
it
I
up.
keep it on. I've gotten used to it. It did bother me at first, but now I like it.
I do like it a lot. I'll use it when I'm trying to figure something out. Like when I'm doing some more complicated stuff on my edit screen, I'll turn that on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Handy
Another
dandy.
thing that is here, we can talk about later, but this is a extension.
Oh, I don't have that.
This is where you
Oh, I
can
don't either.
project
I
box,
have
Oh, yeah.
stickers, research note box.
Let's not get too complicated for our new folks, though.
Yes. So, and for the new folks, here is a link to the Wikipedia.org page on Wikitext, which talks about wiki markup and how we actually do some of the background stuff when you're in edit mode, the things you can and can't do in the wiki text area of the profile biography.
Yeah. But yeah, look at what others have done and check out the changes by looking at the changes tab.
I still do that. I still look at other people's profiles and how they've edited the profiles and how they've written them.
And then
Good way to learn.
we've seen a lot more of this recently. That's great. We love it. Introduce yourself on G2G.
Yep.
So this is great. You know, get out there and introduce yourself to the community so we can get to know you. Tell us about brick walls and just different information you'd like to share. So please come see.
Oh, and the page 2, the next is
how to edit a profile.
What's that?
So can I talk about these pages for a minute real quick?
Yeah.
So we put these up about, what was it, like 2 or 3 years ago now? And our intentions were, I think I was still working with the Breeders Project then. I can't remember. But anyway,
was it 3 years ago that we were still there? I'm sorry.
I don't know. It might have been longer. But our intentions were to make these like so that you would do one a week, because there's a lot in each of the how-tos. And so, you know, you can go through these and they take you to the deep into the help pages if you want to do that. But the plan is just go through one a week. Yeah. And then you won't be overwhelmed by everything that you're learning all at once.
So add your profiles and then go and look at each one of these and edit the family and edit the photo settings, but work on all of your profiles at one time. That's kind of a fun idea. It's like a little project. You could even blog about it in the Ambassador Project.
Or you could post about it on social media.
There you go. Or at a forum. Yeah, there's a lot. Start with just a few profiles and go through. And I mean, there are so many things that you can do to a profile, like adding stickers and everything. So take your time and I wish I would have done that instead of uploading a whole bunch of my JEDCOM and having to go back and clean up the JEDCOM junk and then there's a sticker for that. Oh, I went back through and put stickers on for this and
I find
categories.
And there's nothing wrong with not having anything on a profile while you're learning how to do stuff. Nothing wrong at all.
Right.
I learned something new on WikiTree every day almost.
Yeah.
What did you learn today, Sarah?
I learned about that extension.
The Wikidata extension?
Yes. I like that it shows up like that. I didn't know that. There you go.
Something new every day.
Yeah,
Yesterday,
so
Julie and I found out something new when we were doing arborist stuff.
We're new. We're new every day. We are all new every day on WikiTree. So our new members are never alone. We're all new. We're all learning something new every day.
and there isn't really, I mean, just ask questions. There isn't a stupid question. Just ask in G2G or ask a greeter for help, the person who greeted you. That's what it's all about, collaboration. Everybody's wanting to help out because everybody was new at one time.
And we have mentors that will help you also. If you go to the help menu and contact a mentor, if you want somebody that you can work with for a bit of time on a one-on-one.
And Azure is showing us that.
Azure's a mentor. Are you a mentor, Azure?
I'm a mentor.
Okay. I should know this.
We have all of our folks out there, and they've all written a little blurb about themselves. You can see if there's somebody that you feel like you might connect with, and we have a few that speak other languages.
Mindy's a mentor. Julie's kind of a mentor. I was once a mentor.
Mags was once a mentor.
Mags was once a mentor.
Mags once led the Mentors Project.
Now it's AO. There's like 4 of us leading the Mentors Project right now. Julie, Mindy, Dave.
It really needs. Yeah.
And across the top, it even has the mentors that speak those languages, so you can go there.
Mentors are really good help for new members, big time.
They are. We have such a great crew of mentors, and we've just added a number of new ones. So we're trying to build up our stock because it, we just need as many as we can get. So if you've been a member for a while and you feel like you know WikiTree pretty well and you're a nice person, just let me know.
But you're saying some of us aren't nice people, Julie?
Yeah,
no, everybody is really nice. You have to have a lot of patience too, right?
Yeah, it's patience and
okay. So Michael Brown says, "How do you give kudos to an adoption angel? You go and you give them a wonderful WikiTreeer, or you give them a badge,
a generous genealogist, or
yes,
You can just leave a nice comment on their profile.
Absolutely.
I wish I would get like a notification when somebody would give me a wonderful WikiTreeer, because I only find out when I go to my profile. I'm like, oh look, it's new.
You don't get it in your. I get it in my email.
It should come in your email.
Somebody must have turned yours off, Sarah, because you got so many. It was like overtaxing the system. There you go. So
it probably comes somewhere. I just get so many emails that
Michael Brown, you can go and you can look at the person's contributions, and you can thank them for the contributions as well. Thank yous are big. Chris says, I never got a big heart badge. You get a big heart badge by adopting profiles, Chris. So go adopt a profile.
If you don't have one yet, you can go into Find Orphaned and you can adopt one from there. So.
It's one of my favorite badges. I have it on my displayed on my profile.
You can go to somebody's contributions, and there's all these thank yous for what they're doing.
Oh, look, she's got Sarah's thank you contributions up.
Oh,
Sarah,
look, everybody's
wonderful WikiTreeers there. Sarah, where are they?
Wait,
if you go into thank Sarah, it takes you to another page.
Yep.
And that page is where you can say, hey, they did so great. It's more than
wonderful WikiTreeer. Give her one. Give her one.
Give them a
wonderful WikiTreeer for doing the live casts.
Yeah.
Not pages, Chris. You have to adopt a profile.
A profile.
And you have to adopt all of the orphaned profiles,
yes,
Chris.
Adopt all of the orphaned profiles. And he says that he got a thank you recently from you, Julie. So that's just incredible. To get a thank you from Julie, those are few and far between, boy.
They are. I'll never say thank you.
Azure, you have been doing such a good job. You're like our driver today. Thank you.
Oh, it's been fun. It's always fun with you guys.
What, Julie? You were going to say?
No, I was just going to say this series of tutorials has come in really handy over the last couple of years. We didn't have this for a long time, and then when we started using them, it really, I think, helped people get more comfortable if they took the time to go out and go through them. So,
and that's
for people.
One of the issues is people don't take the time to read, and we like people who read on WikiTree. We like people who
and we don't expect you to do it all at once.
No,
that's never going to happen.
And we expect you to make mistakes. We do.
That's how we learn.
I made so many mistakes. Boy, they've got a data doctors category just for me.
And when you make a change to a profile, there's even a selection fixing typos. So, that's it's a very common thing.
Azure, since we've hit the hour mark, maybe you could just give us an overview of the rest of the pages real quick that are out there, and kind of give us an idea of what else is available.
Okay.
And then, my favorite phrase is, don't eat the whole elephant at once, a bite at a time, so people can come out here and get started with the first one and work their way through the rest.
Yeah. So the next step was editing a profile. So you figured out the basics, and this next how-to goes through how to edit the various elements. And then how-to number 3 is join in the community. We kind of talked about this a little bit. This page takes you to, shows you where the Facebook page is for WikiTree, Instagram, Twitter. To get more involved with the community, get to know the other members, choose a volunteer activity, partake in challenges, stay connected with different ones by making sure your tags are what you want to follow. Like if there's presenters in your area giving a presentation, maybe you could follow the presenters tag.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Announcements is a good one to follow.
Announcements is a really good one to follow.
Yeah. So be a successful WikiTreeer is number 4. So collaboration is what WikiTree is all about. Sometimes it's not easy. So this how-to lists 10 ways can be a wonderful WikiTreeer. Number 5, manage your watch list. This covers tools for managing the profiles in your watch list, following the changes that are made, helps you find duplicates and see where your help is needed. And then number 6, dig a little deeper. And this covers advanced features such as categorization, root search, and suggestion reports. And also, there's another one down here, get started with DNA on WikiTree.
That's Mag's favorite. That's Mag's favorite thing.
That's very exciting.
You just asked Mags about DNA on WikiTree.
Yeah. Everybody email Mags about DNA.
I have stayed very quiet about DNA. I have. I've been very good.
I don't know if we mentioned.
Cool.
I don't know if we mentioned, because I was going to mention it earlier when we were talking about DNA before, but then I got distracted. Did we talk about how you can't? What? Who's Julie? Why are you laughing? I don't know.
Because you've had so much going on. Of course you got distracted.
Can I have a towel, Sarah?
That you can't add a DNA to a living person or something.
Yes.
Did we say that?
You have to be the person to add the DNA. You can't add a DNA to someone else.
Okay, I just want to make sure we mention that.
Yes.
To a living profile. Yeah, that's a question on the
And if you're adding DNA to a person who's passed away, make sure that they actually lived during the time that they could take a DNA test.
Exactly.
That's important.
Yeah, there's profiles of DNA. Yes. Kateri, there are a lot of people. There are a ton of people, millions of people who have their DNA test information added to WikiTree. We don't take uploads of raw data. You just tell WikiTree who you tested with, and WikiTree automatically populates all of your ancestors with your DNA.
And saying that your DNA population is only as good as your genealogy search. So if you make a mistake, you could put Donald Duck in there and your DNA is going to show up on Donald Duck's profile.
Exactly.
Somebody just commented on one of my ancestors page, and they're about to disconnect some disproven parents. So all of my connections are about to change and how I'm connected to everybody, because that was one of my main connections to everybody was through that line. But he's like, I don't think this is right. And I never did the research. It was already there. And I could never find anything, but he's like, I don't think this is right. I want to disconnect this. He actually commented, he was like, I want to disconnect this. And like, because I was a profile manager, and I was like, I don't have anything to prove it, but he had stuff to disprove it. So I think it's going to be disconnected. So that'll be, that's one of the things you should always communicate with the profile manager with. You're going to be disconnecting parents.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
Okay, Azure, you were saying?
Nope, that's all. I was just bringing up here. You know, it's in the help about this. This question gets asked a lot. Can you enter a test for somewhere else? This explains it. Explains why.
Yes.
Explains why we don't do that. So if anybody wants to know, that's where it's at.
Goes back to us really respecting people's privacy on WikiTree.
Yes, it does. It does, absolutely.
We try very hard.
We do. So I think that we all should leave Sarah here. Oh, that would be mean.
I just noticed my text or my chat has caught up, and I see that Kateri benefited from an adoption angel, Emma.
That's
so
awesome.
Emma was able to find her birth parents.
That's great
because of her DNA. That's awesome. So, yeah, I can see where she asked a minute ago about having their DNA linked into this. So a lot of people do, not everybody.
Not everybody, but there are millions. I could tell you. Let me go and look. I will tell you the number. It is 7,008,934 with a DNA test.
Is that members or is that profiles?
I believe that it says 7,008,934 with DNA test connections.
Okay, so that would be like
wait, 725,761. So 725,761 genealogists have DNA posted.
Cool.
That's pretty cool.
It's a really good way to find your. We've had stories like Kateri's a number of times. I mean, people found their whole biological families and were able to get connected with cousins and.
Yeah. And the thing about it is WikiTree does it backwards from everybody else. Everybody else, they give you a list of matches and you have to figure out how they're related to you. What WikiTree does is they take people's test information and tells you on the ancestor's profile that there's a person who claims to be connected to that person who has a DNA test. And from that profile, you can go to the different sites, GEDmatch or MitoY DNA, and you can check to see how you're related to them.
Yeah.
It's cool.
Pretty cool. But your paper research has to be good.
The paper trail has to be good.
But the DNA can confirm it.
Yes. Very well put.
Thank you.
Julie.
Look, there's Sarah. We didn't get out of here before she left.
Sarah, smile.
Can you guys see me?
Oh, what are you looking at? Look at you looking at my DNA confirmations. Yes, there are DNA confirmations. And I have actually 3 people who match me. You go back to our earliest known ancestor, but they have gaps in their trees, and we're working on those so that I can do a DNA confirmed back to the 1600s in New Kent County, Virginia. How cool is that? Sarah.
Very
Yes.
cool.
I'm
We're
here.
done. We're done. We're so done.
We're
like,
done? Okay.
Well,
So I guess since Mags is done, we're going to go.
Oh, yeah, I need to have time to go make popcorn now because Megs
Yeah.
showed me popcorn.
Oh, I have
so,
somebody.
yeah.
I have to go again.
Ray, you're just stuck with us now. Anybody have any questions before we take off?
yeah.
Anybody have a brick wall breakthrough?
No,
No, we're not doing that tonight.
no.
Okay.
That's
Oh, I
what's
thought you were
wrong. It's Wednesday. And it's a
Anybody
school
have any-
night. It's a school night.
Oh. Every night's a school
Everybody-
night, or it's not.
Oh, and gosh, Chris Ferriello says, "Oh, thanks to Sarah for stopping by." We've enjoyed
I don't know how
Tommy, Kateri, Ellen, Greg.
We appreciate you guys popping in.
Mindy, Chris, everybody that's been here, Stephen, Michael. I'm trying to go through Janine.
Greg.
Have I got everybody?
Hi, Greg.
Hey, Greg. I am so sorry I missed your talk, Greg, last
It was
Saturday.
awesome.
I will look for it in the WikiTree YouTube channel. I will.
Yes.
Subscribe. Everybody subscribe. And everybody like the video. Please like the videos because that helps.
It does help.
I'll
Gives
go
us
and
a
like it.
bigger presence.
I like it. Wait.
So I don't know about the rest of you, but all my days kind of seem like Groundhog Day with the pandemic and being kind of locked up like we are a little bit. So I feel
Yeah.
like these weeks have just been going by so quickly. I can't believe it's August already.
Oh, so Linda Baird, if you have a profile manager who's non-responsive, follow the non-responsive profile manager's process, and they will be contacted officially by WikiTree and given a certain amount of time to reply. And if they don't, then the profiles will be open for you to be able to make that connection. There
And
go.
you can find that if you go to one of their profiles that you want to access to, you can go to their Family Tree and Tools tab, go all the way down to the bottom, and you'll find the unresponsive profile manager form.
Yes. And
it's
Azure is just
alphabetical.
going off on different stuff. There she is.
She's
on the
not, she was
Look at that. It's the unresponsive. Okay, Sarah.
Are we done now?
For
For
you.
real?
We were just waiting. We were just chatting. We're just waiting for you to come back and clean card.
Back.
You know what my favorite thing about this whole live cast was when Chris said that he accidentally marked himself as deceased.
Yes, yes, yes.
When did that? I missed that.
Chris accidentally marked himself as deceased. That's Chris Ferriello.
Yeah, and he said it was such an inconvenience.
Linda Baird Hansen, it depends on how the communication goes with the profile manager that's unresponsive. Usually it's a week to a month. It just depends on how that communication goes.
Yeah, and it's done with by the staff. So like it mostly Paul does it, but then
It's
sometimes
really
I jump in. So it just depends on how give it. We'll get there eventually. We will make sure that you get those profiles, but
You can-
because we want
if you look
them
at
out
the-
in the open.
Yeah, and if
If you look at their
I don't know.
contributions,
Mhm.
go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, if you look at their contributions, you can see what has it been 2 years since they've been on
Yeah.
WikiTree and made a contribution. So that kind of gives you an idea.
Yep.
So usually if they're not,
Linda, to
they
answer
haven't
your-
contributed in like years, probably we'll probably get it to you,
Pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm. So
She was asking how long does she wait? So on the unresponsive profile manager form, it'll ask you to do a number of things like send them a private message, post a note on their profile, post a note on the profile that you're interested in. You can do or ask for trusted list access. You can do all of those on the same day. And if you do that and you come back a week later and you still haven't gotten access, then you can submit the unresponsive profile manager form.
Well, I also feel like if you do that all on the same day, they might feel like bombarded and maybe just ignore you.
I asked about this some time ago.
Well,
I
mean, you can do that. You can.
Sure.
Definitely.
Well, but I think what happens is that people don't get, like, they might not get a message for this or that or the other thing. I don't know. So.
Like something might get caught up in their spam or,
this or that or the other thing. That's a quote from Julie.
That was very specific, wasn't it?
Put that in your calendar, folks. This or that or the other thing.
The quote of the day. This, that, or the other thing.
So Linda, if Linda is just a matter of connecting her grandmother to the profile, that we probably don't have to wait as long. I don't know. It depends on the privacy setting because and if it's your actual family, like you're related to them, we will, and we can see that, we will connect. We'll just give you access because some people will be like, "Hey, this is my mom, but I didn't create her profile. Can I have access to her profile?" Be like, "Yeah,
of course you can."
So yeah. So I think okay. This it's like an hour and 20 minutes in, man.
Yeah, and every time you went away, nothing happened. We just sat.
I believe
silently.
We sat here.
We sat here quietly and looked around.
Waited for the towels to appear.
I actually got to get towels one time. One of the times I was gone.
I heard the person say, "Hey, get off your stupid phone and get me a towel." I heard that.
Even though I'm not on my phone. No, I know. Okay. Well, thanks everybody. We had a lot of interaction today, and thanks for putting up with me being gone half the time. And thank you, Azure, for walking us through that. And we'll see you guys on Saturday for the next one. I know Julie will be there for sure.
Will I?
Be there.
I don't know.
I'm going to be camping with family in the woods, but I will be there.
Okay. Julie doesn't like the morning ones. Maybe. Depends on her. Don't you usually walk your dogs in the morning or something?
I do it, and I walk with my neighbor, so we have a set time that we always go, and it just falls at the wrong time. So
look forward to seeing you then.
If she's gone, I'll come on though.
Okay. You should just get on your phone and walk your dog as you're doing the live stream.
I've done
they have some cameras that hook to the.
Or you can just literally take your phone like this.
Yeah.
So, okay. So we will see you guys next time. Thank you all.
Bye.
And we love you.